Words like hip, trendy and cool, all that sort of thing, groovy, they're the sort of words we used. Back in the 60s, well, we had hippies. They wore scented flowers in their hair to distract us from the fact that they didn't like taking showers and things like that. And also, we had... It wasn't me. We were told to make love, not war, and we greeted each other with the sign, that's right. Peace, guys. No, this way round. It's always one, isn't it? Our one is up there, as in Paul's Psycho, as in psychedelic, McDermott. There he is. Oh, that's quite enough for Knuckles, thank you very much. More commonly known as Knuckles. Knuckles, tell us one of the big names in music, perhaps, in the 60s. Beatles? Yes, the Beatles. They were really big names in the 60s. We've got a big name for you now on the Big Square Eye, a big name in basketball. If you take a look at this, you might get a clue as to who he is. Big Square Eye. And now, one of the leading point guards in the NBL for the last 6 years, member of the Sydney Kings and all-round nice guy, Steve Carfino! Good to see you, Steve. Steve, I tell you what, while you've got centre stage there, why don't you show us some of the tricks and skills that you don't get the chance to use in a game situation? Okay. I know you're pretty handy with the ball. OK, Steve Carfino. Ah, look, mate, great stuff. I know what people are going to ask. They're going to say, what has basketball got to do with the 60s? Maybe you'd like to explain.
Well, when I first started watching basketball, it was because of the Harlem Globetrotters. Yeah. And they had a lot of tricks, and it kind of inspired me to try and do some of those tricks myself, and that got me to play basketball.
Yeah, great to watch, weren't they? Well, still are, in fact. I mean, they've been going for years now, haven't they?
That's right.
The thing is, they were really good with the ball skills and all the tricks, as you say, but how would they have been in a game situation as players?
Well, they're all former players,
yeah,
and they specialize in certain tricks. One might be a good ball handler, another one might be a great shooter, another one might be a great dunker. But as far as a game situation, they're more entertainers. They don't play competitively. They play the same team, and they always win.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, I've never seen them lose. I don't suppose we ever will.
Best record in probably any for any team.
Sydney Kings would like it, huh?
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right, going well this year, though, going well.
Yeah.
All right, so anyone here got a question for Steve, perhaps? Anyone speak now? Yes, Lisa.
I've got a question. How many hours a week do you train?
Probably about 2 hours every night with the team, and for 4, 5, maybe 6 times a week. And then I train an hour individually by myself, and I work on the skills that might need a little bit of work, like, say, shooting one week. Another week it might be ball handling. Another week it might be, I feel a little weak, I'll work on the weights. So an hour individual, 2 with the team, 3 hours a day.
Not enough, Steve, not enough, mate. No. Slacking off a bit there. Anyone else? Yeah. Oh, yes, Liz.
How long have you been playing basketball?
Well, I first started organized basketball when I was 8 years old, but I've been playing ever since I can remember. I had an older brother who taught me how to play, and so probably ever since I can remember, 4, 5.
Boy, it's a long time. That's why you're as good as you are, huh? And I gave you a few tips before you came out, of course. Yeah, all right.
If it wasn't for you.
All right, glad you said that. Tell you what we're going to do now. We have got 3 budding basketballers. Our talent spotters have been out there yet again, and they have found 3 guys they call dribbling on the floor. So we gather that once they've cleaned that up, they can come out here. Here they are, Karen Shaw, Steve Sid, and Matthew Pearce. Yeah, all right. Okay, guys, now, we don't expect you to do exactly what Steve did, but we do expect you to put on a bit of a show. Steve's going to step out there and give you a few ideas of what we'd like to see you do. Steve.
Okay. First of all, we're going to start out what we call body wrap. So you wrap it around your body twice. No, make that 3 times. And then you go around your knees 3 times. Then you go around your head 3 times. All right, then you dribble it 5 times. And you dribble it 5 times with the other hand. Okay? And then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That way. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 around the back. And then you're done. Okay?
Simple as that.
All right, I'll talk you through it.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, okay. All right, guys, well, the best of luck. Make sure you got a bit of room there and you don't wipe each other out. You happy? All right, your time starts. No, actually, move forward a bit, guys, first of all. Yeah, move forward a bit. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right, guys, off you go. Good luck.
1, 2, 3. Good. Now 3 around the knees. 1, 2, 3. Good. 3 around the head. 1.
That was Matthew.
2, 3. Then
don't take the head off.
Dribble it. 1, 2, 3.
Dribble it.
5,
just a little bit. Yeah. Oh,
okay,
slow
now
dribble,
between
man.
the legs. Go ahead. 1. There you go. 2. Good. 4, 5. Now switch legs. There you go. All right. Not literally. Okay. All right. Now behind the back.
Behind the back. That's it. It's right behind.
3.
That's it, Karen.
5. All right. Here we go. That's it.
That's it. Okay. Leave it there. Karen and Steve had a bit of a routine worked out there. I think they're actually swapping balls behind the back. It's really good. I don't think it was meant to happen, but it happened anyway. All right, it's funny, I often get mistaken for a basketballer. You know, people sort of look at me and say, who's that basket? You know,
got that
they say that like, yes, I do. I look a bit like a basketballer, but Steve, I don't think I can quite do what Steve did. I think he did a good job. I'm not sure if I want to do what Steve did. What do you think, Steve?
Well, Steve's got the neat name and the Mr. T chains and nice bandana to keep his hair out of his face, I mean.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think maybe that outfit got in the way of his skills, so I better give him a 7.
A 7? Okay, 7. Let's move along here to Karen in the middle, who's got a target in the middle of her forehead. That's yes. Steve, all yours, go on.
That's right. She got that same kind of look, the bandana and the Mr. Chi chains, but of course I'm a bit partial to the smaller players since I'm one of the smaller players on the court myself. So I think her skills were pretty good too.
And the
shortness. Had that working for her. I'll give her an 8.
An 8 again? Okay. Karen, it might have also had something to do with the $100 I saw you giving Steve just before the show.
It had a lot to do with it, yeah.
It did? Right, I thought it might too. Matthew, look at the gear. It's Matthew. Yes. What do you think of Matthew?
Well, Matthew's got that Elvis Presley look. He's got the hair gelled and the leather jacket and the T-shirt.
I don't know if Elvis played basketball at all.
Yeah, he doesn't anymore.
No. No.
And I was very impressed. I had a really close look at him because he was standing closest to me.
That helps. Yeah, that helps.
And I'm going to give him a 10.
Oh! That has got to be a first. I think that is a first on the big Square Eye, a 10. You're not allowed to give 10, Steve. That's too good. Oh, he was pretty good. Okay, that means Matthew is our star basketballer, and we'd like to thank Steve Carfino for coming on the show today. Thank you, Steve. Well, what a way to start on the big Square Eye with a perfect 10. That's going to be pretty hard to top. In the 60s,